Hello, back at it again. And again, in a couple of hours, it's going to be Mr. President's born day. So I want to make sure he has enough of gifts with my voice. And on the other video previous, it was kind of dark in here. I didn't want people to be like, oh my gosh, why is she in the dark? But I'm not. I kind of got like a mood going on here. And I'll be practicing my meditation and all of these great things. So it's about the life, living the life, and it's all about the experience. But in a couple of hours, it's going to be Mr. President's birthday. He's going to be reborn as he enters into a new year, a new stage of life. He's getting ready to go to another grade, so that's cool. Get ready to be crossing over. That is very wonderful. And also, I didn't want to talk about necessarily like how old he was going to be, considering he's going to learn one day that time is timeless whenever he needs to learn it. But I wanted him to know he is as old as his soul. As old as his soul. And I also wanted him to know that he needs to keep that kid nature in his soul so that he can always chase his dreams. So that he will always know that he has a chance, a new day, a fresh day. And that he understands that each part of his life is him. So you don't just take off and leave a life. Yes, we call it our past because we have moved on to the next. So that would be our past. And we try to stay in our present so we can continue living in the gift. But we also expect things and manifest things for our future. And eventually they all align. And then we get our clarity. And so, with that being said, since every stage of life is him and time is timeless, within taking care of each environment of his years, within learning time and time management, as you can look into each year and realize how much you've grown, if it was stagnant, how long you stayed there, or whatever the case may be. You can add these numbers up and see your growth in all of these great things. But ultimately, as you grow and you be these great things, you will then return back to your normal nature. That's why it's important to be able to mature from every stage of life, even if it's good or bad. I know. Even if it's good or bad. As you're going through it, you may not take care of that environment or the nature that was in that environment because you're like, whoa, this doesn't feel good. I'm not getting ready to take care. Yes, I understand that. But as you have went through your years, you can go through and pull this file out and say, okay, now I got clarity over it. I understand it. So I can mature in that nature, in that environment at that time. And now I can take better care of what this was. That way, when I go and pull this file out, there's no resistance. I can understand it now. And I can use it as it needs to be used when you understand that time is timeless and you have always been you through every stage of life. And with that being said, you may grow up to be the president, and look how many stages of life you need to go through, and then you reach that goal. But there's going to be a day when you retire. And then there's going to be a day where, you're getting older and none of that stuff is going to matter, is it? No, because we partake in all of these things and then we come back to our normal state. So we're born, and God gives us all of these opportunities, whether they're good or bad. Because in time, we will be able to go and fix stuff, and we'll understand, oh, this is why that happened, so I could be this person and this, and that, not only for me, but for the people around me and the community and the environment that there is. And then you start to mature in these environments, and then that's where you get your growth. And you know what is you, what is not you, what you can go and replace. The creator, the producer, and the consumer. So that is relatable to that as well. So I just wanted to share that. And I wanted to give an important fact. So, on the first stages of life, as I remember it, this is my view, he wouldn't know anything about this because at this point, he's at a sleeping state. And this is my experience of seeing him being born. And so I was pushing and pushing and pushing. And the reason why I said he is the head of state, and when my daddy gave him that name, President, it was totally, always has been his name. So when I was pushing him out, his head, oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness, this is definitely the last one. And he came like all of a sudden, and they were like, no, don't push, don't push. And I'm like, don't push. He's coming. And I swear it felt like his head was like this big. And I said, get him out. Get him out. And as I'm pushing and I'm pushing, and the nurses are with me. So the doctor that I had been seeing that was supposed to deliver my baby, he hadn't came in yet, and he was like, wait, I'm on the way. Honey, me and the girls, we got it done. But they was coaching me. They was like, no, don't push it, don't push it. And I was just like, ah. And his daddy was like, in the background, like, if you gotta push, go ahead and push. You got all these nurses in here. They telling you to wait on the doctor. But if you gotta push, push. Because I was in there, like, this one, like I said, his head was, it felt like it was this big. But he was actually a little bit small, and he came early. But whoa, it felt like it was this big. So I was like, so I started pushing. I was like, get him out. Because his head was so big. And it's still big to this day because he has big brains. But with that being said, get him out. Him, Hymn. And that's going to be a song today. Your happy birthday song of rebirth. And I'm going to get this hymn out today with a sound bowl for you. And this is different from my other bell, but as you can see, I have matured in this beautiful exercise of meditation and studying and all of those good things of life and death, because we know it's all within us. It's a natural thing, and we love it. So yeah, so first I had a bell, and we know that the bell was used in meditation. And with the bell, when you ring, it's just giving you subconscious, okay, something is getting ready to start. I'm a reminder, okay, I'm waking up. Let's get this energy going, or let's not get this energy going. Let's get it where it needs to be. And then if you hear the bell again, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to stop meditating, because meditation is a way of life. Meaning just because I'm not sitting down on a rug or closing my eyes or saying, my life is a meditation. It is a practice that I use every day. And it's healing. And so just because I ring the bell, that doesn't necessarily mean, okay, that's a start. Ring the bell again. Okay, that's an end. No. It's just a reminder. So I still have the other bell and I still use both, but this is just a sign of growth and spiritual wealth. So again, get him out. A song of praise. Happy birthday. Happy born day. And this is my song to you, Mr. President. So this is my beautiful sound bowl. And it is beautiful. So I'm learning about it. And it is great. You heard her singing. She is a singer. And also, this instrument is called a mallet. So you have a female end and a male end. Isn't that cool? Sound bowl. And guess what they were originally used? Y'all know I like cooking. So it was originally used for spices. But it is also a healing mechanism that goes with the vibrations of our body. So we know in life, sometimes the greatest gift is simply just communication and knowledge. Just passing down those gifts. He will receive them whenever he wants to receive them. Everything is free. Can't make anybody do what they don't want to do or try to have a strong influence on others, because we know that we need to be influencing ourselves. But they are a part of me, and I do have a duty to speak life over them, as life was speaking over me, and they speak life over me every day. So it's only right for me to speak life into them every day as well. All right, so that's our time for Mr. President. He is getting ready to be reborn in a couple of more hours. And I'm very thankful for that. Thankful for all of my seeds. But Mr. President, the Duke, Big Duke, never the little one, Javen, number 4. Have a good one. And just keep being that leader, Mr. President. You know I love you.